no feeler. Cooling in the
What is up, everybody? It is your boy Farai. Thank you once again for tuning into another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get a much brighter, more smooth sounding vocal within any DAW that you're using. The theory will stay the same. Definitely don't just boost the treble, that's not how it's done. Okay, so stick around, let's hop straight into it. But first things first, if you are looking to upgrade your mixing game, definitely make sure to check out the links in the description. I've got so many resources that you can make use of. Links to all of my vocal mixing and mastering courses. If you want to get a custom preset, you can get that as well. I also have a link towards LANDR that will actually give you $50 off your year's subscription to LANDR Studio. What does it include? It includes so much. You basically get access to unlimited MP3 mastering. You get 36 wave masters a year. You get unlimited releases using their streaming platform uploader. You get access to 7 LANDR plugins, as well as access to $2,500 worth of plugins and courses. So you're pretty much able to get over $3,000 worth of mastering, samples, plugins, you name it, for $100 a year. So definitely check that out. The link will be in the description. LANDR is a super cool company. I personally recommend them to clients who can't pay for mastering, or who want to, produce a track every week and then have it quickly mastered. You can use their AI algorithm. They also got a whole bunch of other tools, as I said. You can distribute, you can make use of their samples. This is a whole lot of cool stuff to make use of. So definitely check that out. Link will be in the description. Let's hop straight into the video. All right, so we'll hop straight into this video. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to disable all of the plugins that I want to show you, the technique that I want to show you, right? So we'll disable all of that. We'll also turn off this parallel compression channel. I'll play the track real quick, listen to how the vocal sounds, and then listen to how it sounds afterwards, and you'll definitely hear that something is going on. That's what I want to show you.
Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah.
Right, that vocal sounds fine, okay, but to me, it's 80% done. There's still something that we can do to set ourselves apart from the competition, okay? So I'm going to enable this Q clone right here. Definitely check out the Q clone preset pack, okay? This is a pack with all sorts of amazing different emulations that you can make use of. Lots of mastering stuff, SSL stuff for my own console, whole lot of nice stuff. I'm going to turn on the Farai's vocal enhancer. Again, that is also in the description. This EQ, this purest air, which we'll talk about, and then this saucy little parallel compression channel, which we'll talk about as well. Now take a listen.
Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up.
Right, so you can hear how we get this really nice rich treble, right? But it's not like poking in your face, right? It's still subtle. It's still, kind of luxurious sounding, right? Let me show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to want to do right here, since we have made this pack, is I want to find a emulation, right, of a piece of gear. This was emulated from a Pultec, right, that is doing a little bit of a treble boost. So just as we're hitting our chain, we've already got, a little bit of treble going in there, right? It's rolling off a tiny little bit at that low end. So we're already getting a little bit of treble boost for free, basically. If I wanted to try something else, I have this cool little mastering, this mix bus processor. Something like, what would this be? Yeah, there you go, the 15,000 hertz, right? I could do that. I could add something like that, right? So if you check out this pack, you can have access to that. But just a little Pultec boost right there, just to get a little treble. From then on out, I want to emulate as if I'm running into a console preamp, okay? The cool thing about consoles is that, you can really, by the different console you choose, you'll get a different tone, right? Just like how I've chosen that Pultec. But the thing I like about what I did with the Farai's vocal enhancer is that, again, we can get, all of the best boosts from different consoles in one platform, right? So this air EQ is mimicking something, and again, I'm just doing a little bit of a boost right there, adding in a little bit of that tube distortion. Okay, now we have upgraded the interface since then. This was V1. We do have one that looks more like a console channel strip, but it still sounds exactly the same. And essentially all I'm doing is very lightly using analog style EQ to really go into my mix chain. This is before I do my standard EQ. This is before I do my standard compression. This is more tone. This is not so much surgical. This is just lush tone, getting rid of a little bit of that bass right there, you know, and we just kind of, you know, creating that effect beforehand, and you can see how, you know, it makes a difference, right?
And I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. And I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up.
Right, the vocal just pops out, you know what I mean, and we just get a really nice effect. So, you know, my recommendation is definitely make use of analog preamp style technology, right? Whether using my stuff, you can use the air window stuff, is free, you know, definitely check out these. But they work, right? And you can use different plugins, it doesn't matter. But the point is to use something analog on the front end. That way you're already going to have that tone, right? Certain consoles are going to have a certain sound, right? If you're mixing to an SSL, it'll have a sound. If you mix to a Neve style console, it'll have a sound, right? So put something before you begin mixing, okay? Second to that, what we have going on is once we've done our EQ and all sorts of crazy things, I like to sometimes use a MAAG style EQ, okay? For those who don't know what the MAAG sound is really there's this crazy piece of gear that is able to boost kind of past 20,000 hertz, and essentially you get this crazy boost, you know, that really makes stuff sound bright, okay? But instead of using something paid, we could just use something from Air Windows, which sounds amazing. As you can see, I used it on this mix, and I'm just using the boost function, okay? And essentially all that's doing is kind of hyping up the top end, right? And you can see I'm doing it quite aggressively.
And I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. And I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut.
Right, can you hear how crazy that is when I boost it all the way? Right, I'm introducing it kind of subtly. I know I'm using quite a lot, but oh, there we go. Yeah, values aren't the same, but anyway, you know, I'm just using something like this instead of an EQ because I know that this is specifically made to boost that treble range, okay? So I'm going to try use something that is made for treble boosting, okay? Instead of just using a standard EQ, why not use something that is known for giving you that sound? You could use an SSL EQ. There's the 8,000 hertz boost. Does something, really sounds nice. In this instance, I wanted to use a little bit of, you know, this kind of MAAG style EQ. And you know, again, this has to be or doesn't have to be, but generally I like to use this after I've done my compression, you know what I mean, because that way the signal's already compressed, right? We compressed using the SSL compressor, right? And then we just did a little bit of boost after everything, and it just sounds amazing, okay? Now if none of this is enough, then why not try doing some parallel compression, okay? We've got some pretty crazy parallel compression going on here by making use of some obviously compression, a little bit of Pultec EQ, okay? The Pultec comes up again, right? We have that preamp over here, right? We really boost a certain range. As you can see, I'm boosting 4K, and then we do a little bit of flanging, right? And I'll tell you why we are delaying the signal after we've parallel compressed it, right? We do that because, you know, okay, cool, we can have a really cool straight up parallel compressed sound, but why not widen it a little bit so that we get this kind of cool Sido effect? It's definitely going to add something on, right? If I turn this off,
and I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. And I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. And I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. And I won't feel stripes like Adidas. I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up.
right? I just get a little bit more depth. It's so minimal, but I get a little bit of depth on every little kind of, you know, word that has its in it, you know, instead of it just being straight up in the middle, there's a little bit of depth going on. It phases a tiny bit, but it sounds good. It is still mono compatible and it works, right? If I was just to boost the volume right here, just so you could hear what we have right there, minus 11.2. Let me just copy that value.
Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah, and I got my feet up. Stripes like Adidas, I don't wear no feeler. Cooling in the cut, yeah.
Right, that's just absolutely amazing. It's a lot of fun. But obviously we want to keep it subtle in the mix, and just having that in the background is going to add that little 3D effect. It's going to contribute towards that treble sound. But yeah, there you go. That's how we do it. Alrighty, so those are my techniques to getting that more high-end, lush, richer sounding treble that you need for your rap vocals, pop vocals to be competitive. You don't just want to boost the treble, okay? Sometimes that works, but a lot of times you'd much rather do subtle boosts, stack them up, make them sound good that way. You know, you'll find that over your mixing career, you'll find way more, you know, things to play with, right? In the right way, obviously, not wasting your time, you know. So once you kind of get this technique down, you'll kind of know, you know, how much to do before compression, how much boosting to do after compression, you know, how much parallel compression, you know. Hopefully this kind of introduces you to that way of working. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to smash like and subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next one.